Football can be beautiful, but sometimes it is unbelievably cruel. Because the 2026 World Cup, the biggest tournament on earth, will kick off without some of world football's brightest stars. Players in their prime. Players dominating Europe. Yet still, left watching from home. Here are the 11 superstars shockingly missing the 2026 World Cup. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, Gabon. For a striker as elite as Aubameyang to never appear at a World Cup. It's more than sad, it's tragic. Gabon never had the squad to match his world-class talent. A career full of goals, trophies, unforgettable moments. But the World Cup. He'll never experience it. Victor Osimhen, Nigeria. This one hurts. Osimhen has been unstoppable, dominating the Champions League with hat-tricks, match winners, pure power. Nigeria looked ready to return to the World Cup. They smashed Gabon. They led Congo in the playoff final. Then disaster struck. Osimhen pulled up injured. Came off at halftime. Without him, Nigeria collapsed. The match went to penalties. Nigeria lost. And their best striker enters his prime, without the world stage he deserved. Vangelis Pavlidis, Greece. A surprise to some, but not to those watching him. Hat-trick against Barcelona. Hat-trick against Porto. Benfica value him at €100 million, and he plays like it. But Greece finished behind Scotland and Denmark. For a striker on fire, this World Cup should have been his arrival. Instead, silence. Kvicha Kvaratskhelia, Georgia. Kvaradona. One of football's great entertainers. A PSG treble winner. A superstar at just 24. But Georgia were thrown into a brutal group with Spain and Turkey. Kvara deserved the biggest stage in football. And the world deserved to see him on it. Not this year. Bryan Mbeumo, Cameroon. He left France to proudly represent Cameroon. And for Manchester United, he's been sensational. But Cameroon's qualification campaign? Chaos. They lost to Cape Verde. Then fell to DR Congo. Mbeumo missed a huge chance, and stormed down the tunnel in frustration. Would he have made it with France? We'll never know. And that question might haunt him forever. Dominik Szoboszlai, Hungary. If you saw Hungary's final qualifier, you felt the heartbreak. Troy Parrott scored in the final seconds. Hungary's dream died in front of their fans. Szoboszlai, their captain, their leader, sank to his knees. The next day he wrote, "It hurts, because we really wanted it." At 25, in his Liverpool prime, this should have been his World Cup. Carlos Baleba, Cameroon. One of Europe's most exciting defensive midfielders. A future €100 million player. But Cameroon's collapse means he misses the biggest tournament in football. For a country with 8 World Cups, this is embarrassing. And Baleba deserved better. Nikola Milinkovic, Serbia. A rock for Nottingham Forest. But Serbia's campaign was a disaster. His red card against England meant he missed the crucial match against Albania. Serbia lost. And with it, their World Cup hopes. One mistake. A lifetime of regret. John Aramburu, Venezuela. One of the best young fullbacks in La Liga. Fast, smart, relentless. But Venezuela finished 8th in South America. Even with 6 spots available, they couldn't get close. He's good enough. His team isn't. And at 23, he'll have to wait. Milos Kerkez, Hungary. A future superstar. Explosive at Bournemouth. Signed by Liverpool for good reason. But Hungary's heartbreak means he misses what could have been his breakout tournament. At 21, he has time. But this one stings. Jan Oblak, Slovenia. A decade at the top. One of the best goalkeepers of his generation. But even he couldn't save Slovenia from finishing behind Switzerland and Kosovo. At 32, this might have been his last real chance. And he may retire having never played at a World Cup. For a player of his caliber, that's heartbreaking. 11 stars. 11 broken dreams. And 11 reminders that in international football, talent alone is never enough. Who do you think is the biggest loss of the 2026 World Cup? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Because more incredible football stories are coming your way. See you in the next one.